Welcome to Mastering Enterprise Resource Planning, Strategies for Business Success. Module 2, Key Components and Modules of ERP Systems. All right, welcome back to ERP Lessons, everyone. I'm Sir Arcel, and today we're going to get right into the heart of what makes ERP systems tick. Those core modules that keep the business engine running. First, let's talk about unlocking the power of financial management. Let's kick things off with financial management, because honestly, if you don't have your finances sorted, the rest is just window dressing, isn't it? Now, when we talk about financial management in ERP, we're not just talking about a digital ledger. We're talking about a whole suite of tools: general ledger, accounts payable, asset management, the works. The general ledger, or GL, is basically the central nervous system for all your financial transactions. It's where everything gets recorded, so you can whip up a balance sheet or a profit and loss statement without breaking a sweat. Then you've got accounts payable, which is all about managing vendor invoices and payments. No more chasing down paper receipts or missing payment deadlines. And asset management. This one's a lifesaver for tracking fixed assets, depreciation, and making sure you're compliant with whatever standards you need to follow, like GAAP or IFRS. I always get those mixed up. International Financial Reporting Standards, right? Yeah, that's the one. But here's where it gets really interesting. It's not just about keeping the books tidy. These modules are integrated with everything else: procurement, sales, inventory. So, say you make a sale, the revenue gets logged, inventory updates, and your financials are instantly in sync. No more waiting for someone to manually update a spreadsheet at the end of the month. I remember chatting with a finance manager at a mid-sized manufacturer. Let's call them Acme Widgets. Before they had ERP, month-end was a nightmare. They'd spend days, sometimes weeks, reconciling numbers from different departments. One time, they found a massive discrepancy because someone had double-entered a purchase order. After they rolled out ERP automation, that sort of thing just stopped happening. Everything was real-time, and they could actually trust the numbers they were seeing. It's not just about speed, it's about accuracy and compliance too. Automated tax calculations, audit trails, all that good stuff. And of course, you get dashboards and reports that actually make sense, so you can make decisions based on what's really happening, not just what you hope is happening. I mean, it's not magic, but it's pretty close. Next, let's move on to optimizing supply chain and inventory management. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about supply chain and inventory management. This is where ERP really starts to flex its muscles, especially if you're in manufacturing or retail. The supply chain module is all about managing the flow of goods, information, and money from your suppliers right through to your customers. You've got features like supplier evaluation, so you're not just picking vendors based on gut feeling, but on actual performance metrics. Automated purchase orders are a big one too. No more endless email chains or lost paperwork. And demand forecasting. This is where the system looks at your historical data and market trends to help you predict what you'll need and when. I mean, I'm not saying it's psychic, but it's pretty clever. Let me give you a real-world example. Think about an electronics manufacturer. Let's say they're building smartphones. They need to coordinate procurement of all those tiny components, from screens to chips, and make sure everything arrives just in time for assembly. If one part is late, the whole production line grinds to a halt. With ERP, they can track supplier reliability, adjust procurement schedules automatically, and even sync up deliveries with the assembly line. That means less excess inventory sitting around, fewer production delays, and, ultimately, happier customers. And for inventory management, you've got real-time tracking across multiple warehouses, automated reorder points, and even batch and serial number tracking for quality control. I always think of that scene in those old warehouse movies where someone's running around with a clipboard. ERP makes that look positively prehistoric. But of course, it's not all smooth sailing. Integrating supply chain and inventory data can be a real headache, especially if you're dealing with legacy systems or data silos. The main challenge is making sure everything talks to each other: procurement, production, sales, logistics. ERP modules solve this by creating a single source of truth. So, if sales spike in one region, the system can automatically trigger a reorder, update production schedules, and even notify suppliers. It's all about reducing errors, cutting costs, and making sure you're not caught off guard by sudden changes in demand. And honestly, the benefits are huge. Better forecasting, faster response to disruptions, and most importantly, customers who get what they want when they want it. That's the dream, right? Last but not the least, let's talk about connecting people and customers with HR and CRM. All right, so we've covered money and materials. Now let's talk about the people and the customers, because at the end of the day, that's what keeps the lights on. The HR module in ERP is all about automating those repetitive, time-consuming tasks: recruitment, payroll, performance appraisals. Instead of drowning in paperwork, HR teams can focus on strategic stuff, like talent development or succession planning. Everything from employee records to shift scheduling and benefits is managed in one place. I mean, I've seen companies where payroll errors were a monthly ritual. After ERP, those headaches just disappeared. And then there's CRM, Customer Relationship Management. This is where you manage leads, run marketing campaigns, and get analytics on what's working and what's not. It's not just about tracking sales. It's about understanding your customers and building relationships. For example, a retail company can use CRM to analyze purchase patterns and tailor marketing campaigns, which means more repeat business and happier customers. But here's a case study I found really interesting. A global IT services provider integrated their HR and CRM modules so they could match employee skills with client project needs. Suddenly, they were delivering projects faster, and customer satisfaction scores shot up. It's that kind of integration that really shows the power of ERP, bringing together data from across the business to make smarter decisions. So, to wrap up, ERP isn't just about software, it's about connecting every part of your business, from finance to supply chain to people and customers. When these modules work together, you get efficiency, insight, and the ability to adapt to whatever the market throws at you. That's all for today's lesson. Next time, we'll dig even deeper into how ERP systems are evolving and what that means for your business. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you soon. Ta-ta for now. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our future uploads. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover next, let me know. If you prefer more detailed info, you can grab a copy of Mastering Enterprise Resource Planning: Strategies for Business Success.